Hey guys, welcome back to the Prime Dude. And I got to ask, what is with all the Allen Edmonds hate? I'm going to talk about a few things today that make Allen Edmonds number one in shoemakers in the world. Now, digest that for a second. For those of you freaking out, hang with me. I'm not saying they make the best shoes, but they do well enough and they sell a ton of them to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Number one in sales. That's because they've survived. And thanks to venture capital. And yeah, people love to bemoan, oh, venture capital ruined it. Well, guys, venture capital is why they're still around. Tough times hit Allen Edmonds at the turn of the century, and we are very fortunate some companies saw the value in that brand that was established in 1922. That was the shoemaker for U.S. presidents. Just like British shoemakers were making for royalty, Allen Edmonds became the royalty shoe of the United States. But things got tough. It's really hard to deliver quality at a high price during things like recessions in the 90s, and they were in trouble. Venture capital is why I was able to buy the shoes my dad and my grandfather owned, so I'm actually grateful. Do I love all the things that happened? No. So let's talk about a few things that are going to be why Allen Edmonds is still number one, and although they don't make the shoes the same way and they've had some quality control issues, I'm not going to go into that because I still keep investing in them. And of all my hundreds of shoes that I own more Allen Edmonds shoes than any other. But first of all, real quick, yes, there are better shoes. I compare Crockett and Jones to Allen Edmonds. I linked the show below. I've already done that. If you've not watched it, check it out. The first thing, number one, Allen Edmonds dominates in is variety, and that sells more shoes to more guys. It makes them more money, and it helps them keep the doors open again so they can sell the shoes I like I have here. This is just the start. But beyond the dress shoe variety, from the Strandmoks to the Rivington shell cordovan, Park Avenue shell cordovan, loafer like the Newman, beyond the dress shoe variety, they offer sneakers, they offer boots, they offer all of these shoes that are mostly still made in Port Washington, Wisconsin. Now, to offer this variety and to keep costs down for new customers, young guys, to get curious and go to the website and go to the store and buy shoes from Allen Edmonds, they do make some of their shoes now in a factory in the Dominican Republic. Oh no, you don't have to buy the shoes from that factory if you don't want to. I have in certain slip-on casual shoes, but all the shoes you see here, these classic iconic styles, are still made in their studio in Port Washington, Wisconsin. But this variety and that, frankly, that nimbleness to find better ways that venture capitalists do to offer more variety and volume and to sell more units, that has been a fantastic thing for those of us who like the classic Allen Edmonds dress shoe. So the variety is the first thing you got to think about when you think Allen Edmonds, and it's one of the reasons they're still the number one, if not one of the number one in quality, but at least variety and offerings in the world in shoemaking today. Number two, why they're still dominant and why they're the go-to shoe for so many men is they are the only option in multiple lasts, meaning widths, wider, narrow options. I mean, they offer all of the styles you see here in wide or narrow options. That's incredible. Nobody else does it like Allen Edmonds. The shoemakers that I'm hearing about all the time that are better, that I own, that do make a better shoe in quality for a lot more money, that never go on sale, then yeah, that's great. For guys with wide feet, they might be able to get, for like Crockett and Jones, a G fitting in a couple styles, but they don't make the volume in wide widths like Allen Edmonds. And that has been one of the reasons why they've stayed the number one shoemaker for so many guys, is because they're the only option in a shoe here in the United States that gives them the chance to wear a nice classic dress shoe and still fit their feet comfortably. So number two is an easy one. We talked about variety in styles. Now the variety in last shapes and widths is another reason why they're so dominant and why they sell more shoes in the dress shoe category than anyone else in the world. Number three is the consistency of the leather. Now, I've seen some better leather in all of the shoes I own. I think from a ready-to-wear standpoint, Crockett and Jones calfskin leather is the number one. But I'll be danged. The Italian calfskin, if we're going with calfskin leathers like here, this Chili Park Avenue or this black Newman loafer, I am stunned at how well Allen Edmonds leather today still polishes up, looks, and holds up after a lot of wear as compared to other dress shoes. Now, of course, what's cool about Allen Edmonds and their leather consistency in their Italian calfskin is they don't just stop there. Shell cordovan from Horween, they offer all kinds like any of the shoemakers in the world. They got just about any kind of water-resistant suede like Waxy Commander or regular smooth suede. So many different leather options in really some of the highest quality at Allen Edmonds, and I'm totally impressed. They've stuck with some, and they don't list it like others. You know, neither does Crockett and Jones. They don't tell you exactly where their leather comes from, but you can tell it's fantastic European calfskin leather. And I think I said Italian. I think Allen Edmonds lists European calfskin because that could be Italy or France. Typically, those are your top two countries for calfskin leather for luxury dress shoes. And these are luxury dress shoes. So their leather consistency and the variety of leather, not just styles they offer, is the number 3 reason why Allen Edmonds is here to stay, and why still those of you who hate them are lucky they're here because they're providing competition. I'm going to talk about that here in a second, but the leather is fantastic still. That to me hasn't changed, and I think it's one of the reasons, again, why I still buy Allen Edmonds shoes. Number 4, if you can't get to an Allen Edmonds store, and I mean those of you around the world, Allen Edmonds is really easy to buy online, and that's what I have to do. I don't have a store in the neighborhood I live in, anywhere close. I think the nearest one's almost 2 hours away. And I travel, I'm very busy, I don't have a chance to stop in. But I know my size, I know I'm a 10.5D, and I can order any of their shoes online, and if I don't like it, if I have a quality control issue, which we run into, I can return it, no questions asked. I mean, when you go through the return process, you literally can pick any of the drop-down options, and it immediately sends you a return label. There's no waiting period. There's no, let's review your return. You get it immediately. You tape that FedEx on the box, off it goes, and within about a week, you got your refund. While I do that, typically, because I know I'm getting my refund, if I want that pair, there's no exchange anymore. I just reorder it. And I've never had to reorder twice, even for the on-sale shoes. I got these Newmans pretty recently, the black beef roll classic penny loafer in a beautiful calfskin leather. The first pair that came had all kinds of issues. It must have been sitting in a store in storage for a while, hadn't been worn. The sole looked great. I just didn't like it, didn't feel it. No thanks, sent it back, got my money back. Right about when the refund came, my second pair that I ordered came, perfect, no problem. And those shoes, these penny loafers cost like $240 on sale. So we'll talk about that in a second, but that ease of return, no questions asked with Allen Edmonds. The only thing, just make sure you don't wear them on like a wood floor. You don't scratch up their sole with any shoes, especially with the leather sole. You're not gonna have any problem. I never have, but I heard guys, if you damage the shoes, they're not gonna give you your money back. What a great thing. If you can't get to the store, totally risk-free, easy to return and get new shoes with Allen Edmonds. That is another reason why they are number 1 in my book overall when it comes to ordering shoes here in the United States. The 5th reason Allen Edmonds is still so impressive and really maybe number 1, like I said, as far as recognized brands and just go-tos for guys, especially here in the United States, is that they still Goodyear welt their shoes, right? They still make Goodyear welted, and they do it in so many different ways. They got bench welt, feather welt, you name it, speed welt, depending on what you want in that style. So they don't welt the shoes the same for a loafer as they do something chunky like this, like a shell cordovan Rivington. That is incredible because typically, like shoes like Clark's, one of the original British heritage shoemakers, when they were in trouble and they got bought by venture capital, eventually it became about volume, dropping costs, making the cheapest possible shoe while still maintaining that brand name. They don't make Goodyear welted shoes anymore. They don't make anything of high quality construction. It's all cemented. Allen Edmonds did not do that, or their latest owners, Caleres, didn't, thank goodness. They still make Goodyear welted shoes in Port Washington, Wisconsin, American made by the same people in the styles that we love. Now, of course, in that Dominican Republic shop that they make cheaper shoes, cheaper made shoes to keep the cost down. Again, we talked about that. That's the variety. So quit whining about those shoes. You don't have to buy them. You are still here able to have a competitor to the shoe brands you love that keep the prices down in the Goodyear welted space. And you can rave all you want about hand welted. I own some hand welted shoes, quite a few. I'm still not sure that is better. To me, a Goodyear welt machine has lasted over 100 years, a long time, because it is the go-to on how to construct a leather dress shoe. So why hand welted? It sounds cool. It can be more detailed, but I see more variation in that insole, in that welt with hand welted than I do with anything from Allen Edmonds at 1/3 of the price. So keep that in mind. With all the changes, all the challenges, you still have an American-made Goodyear welted heritage shoe that keeps them on top. All right, reason number 6, Allen Edmonds is still just driving crazy revenue and able to keep its doors open and offer shoes around the world is the reserve line. Now, everybody calm down. I wasn't thrilled with it. I made an investment in one pair, the Miller loafer in the walnut burnished color. Probably could have chosen a different one. It's a fine shoe. Is it $900? I don't think so. But that reserve line, that ability at this point in their history to say, hey, we're going to open up a whole new line of shoes and to charge twice as much or more when you get into the Manhattan cap toe in shell cordovan, that is not easy to do, and that is a big risk. If guys did not invest in the reserve, it would have been gone in 6 months. There have been plenty of styles that Allen Edmonds has launched that have flubbed, and there have been some collaborations recently, like the Woolly Mammoth shoe they launched last year that I'm sorry, I don't think anybody bought. There's no way. I mean, some guys did maybe put up on their shelf, but it looks like a chia pet. That shoe was a mistake. Sorry, Allen Edmonds. The reserve line, whether I love it or not, was absolutely not a mistake. It's been now around for a couple years. They do an immaculate job on those shoes. Do I think they charge a bit too much? Sure. But they're Allen Edmonds. They can. So that is number 6. That reserve line is one of the reasons why Allen Edmonds is bringing in so much cash and can improve on making the shoe styles at a better price that I love. The final reason, number 7, why Allen Edmonds is so important and why it is going to maintain this number 1 global status in sales, but also value for everyone, even those of you who don't like it, is they are the ultimate competitor that makes all of these companies better. Whether they want to get into the U.S. market, where Allen Edmonds has a strong, almost impossible to beat foothold in dress shoes, or elsewhere because Allen Edmonds has a global reach to get anyone's shoes just about anywhere. That is such value to all of the companies we have that we love outside of Allen Edmonds because they compete. They have to compete with Allen Edmonds. You take Allen Edmonds off the chessboard, things get a lot easier and things can get a lot more expensive. And a lot of guys lose out on options for shoes, especially dress shoes like these, not just because of the widths, but because how easy it is to get to these shoes. And that's important for even those of us who love Allen Edmonds shoes, but actually for those who don't. So keep that in mind. You're going to throw Allen Edmonds a lot of hate out there and even go as far to say as they shouldn't be around anymore. You simply don't know what you're talking about if you expect to have the same experience with a heritage shoemaker anywhere in the world. So that's how I'm going to close it out. I'm not trying to be too anti against those of you who have criticism against Allen Edmonds, because I do too. But when it goes so far as to say they shouldn't be around anymore or that they're just terrible, you should understand the context that I provided and why still so many guys trust them with their footwear today. If you have any questions about Allen Edmonds, let me know. I'm not getting paid or sponsored by them at all. I am going to the shoe bank soon, excited about that. But I'm just an enthusiast like so many other guys are, sharing my experience. But let me know if you have questions, if you haven't bought a pair, how to do it best, when to get the best deals, any criticism you have of what I said, you disagree about what I said about Allen Edmonds or any other shoemaker. Of course, guys, like all my other shows that I'd love for you to check out, drop your comments and questions down below. And if you enjoyed the show, then hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and put on your alerts at least every week. I'm coming out with something new in men's fashion, whether it's footwear, clothes, you name it. Thank you again so much for all of your help, guys, with the show, what you've shared, what I've learned from you. And as always, stay prime.